It's your girl Jay, the High Priestess, back at it again with the general tarot reading for this full moon in Capricorn. I hope all of my little Cancer baby water droplets are enjoying their birthday season and have had great birthdays, meaningful, powerful, connective birthdays. I hope you're feeling like a queen. I hope you're feeling like an empress, treating yourself as such. And it's interesting because my Cancerians, y'all are about to get Venus. Oh, and y'all about to get Venus. So, good stuff coming. Comfortability coming, for sure. Be sure to check out your sun, moon, and rising. Patreon gets everything first. Patreon.com/justjeverything. For daily content, check out my Instasham. I only have one account, at justjeverything. At justj_everything, excuse me. TikTok, at justjeverything. Hydrate. And for other dope shit that I do, my website, justjeverything.com. So this full moon is happening on July 13th, 2022 at 12:37 p.m. Mountain Time, 2:37 p.m. Eastern Time. And I mean, you know the deal. Full moons are when the sun opposes the moon. The sun is in Cancer. The moon is at the top. This is like the top axis. The moon's at the top in, the moon is at the top in Cancer. In Capricorn, excuse me. Mercury is in water. And I natally have Mercury in water, and Mercury does not like being in water necessarily. So, excuse my stuttering and my corrections. This Capricorn, y'all. This is all about your accomplishments, your career, your definition of your peak, your legacy, your reputation, your public life, what people know about you, what you project out, into the world, what you share with people. Those in power in your life, your relationship to your own personal power. And so, oh shit, what did I do with the handy dandy? Hold up, let me go get it. You know I had to do it. The Handy Dandy Inside Degrees by Elias Lonsdale. And what comes through for this full moon is definitely in regards to like releasing outdated habits, old habits, tapping into, and not even releasing, but you got to acknowledge some shit before it gets released. And so there could be some acknowledgement about that needs to acknowledgement of old or outdated personality traits or things that are restricting you in some sort of way. Things that are keeping you from your success. Like if you want to be a writer, but you're just so ridiculously self-editing, like that, it's like unnecessary. Or if you're, wanting to be a singer, but like not working through stage fright, things of that nature. There is just something about like, are you going to do what it takes to get there? There's definitely shifts in your public life, your public image, your reputation. And the ruler of Capricorn is Saturn, and Saturn is currently retrograde in Aquarius, and there's definitely hella tests coming in by way of the people that are around you. Mind the company that you keep. They're tests, lessons, awareness, karma, gifts, rewards, recognition that's coming in by way of people, your friends, your hopes, your wishes being activated. Are these the things that you think are your hopes and wishes maybe coming to you, and it's like, is this really it? Is this what I really wanted? There could be some evolution in your hopes, wishes, friends, your community, things of that nature. And so that stuff may be coming to your awareness during this full moon in Capricorn, so that you can initiate the process of releasing this stuff. And also keep in mind, whatever seeds you started to plant in that new moon in Cancer, those seeds are starting to germinate now, this full moon in Capricorn. And so this full moon is happening July 13th at 21 degrees Capricorn. And Elias Lonsdale's description of the 21st degree of Capricorn is a stately old house in a ruined condition. Hydrate. Light it if you got it. Set in the vibes, bring in the vibes, set in the pace. Karmic entanglement in patterns, syndromes, and worlds which have no future. Fuck, come out swinging, true Capricorn style. Damn. Let me say that again. Karmic entanglement in patterns, syndromes, and worlds which have no future. Dwelling in worlds apart and worlds gone by. Intent upon salvaging the essence spark of what once was there, and claims your allegiance still. Whoo! Bitch. Intent upon salvaging the essence spark. Not even the spark, the essence of the spark. Just the memory, the essence of the spark. Intent upon salvaging. It's like, was it even a spark? The essence of the spark. Salvaging the essence spark of what was once there, and claims your allegiance still. And that's what my questions are, and this is what I have written down. I haven't read this. I'm reading. Y'all know I go blind with y'all. What and who are keeping you from your peak, and are there new peaks to reach? So what claims your allegiance still? Who claims your allegiance still? What concept, what train of thought, what religion, what philosophy, or what habits claim your allegiance still? You are heavily drawn back in a virtual stupor or enchantment of following out a script, fulfilling a fate. Every line written ahead of time, starchy and formal, haunted, intrigued, bound up within what would have, haunted, intrigued, and bound up within what would seem to be no longer happening. Damn! Haunted, intrigued, bound up. The devil, attachment. The devil is Capricorn card, which is toxic attachments. Haunted, intrigued, and bound up within what would seem to be no longer happening. So bound up, caught up, tied to, haunted by, still curious about, still suspicious about. Shit that's not even happening anymore. And that's why it's coming to light. It's like these old patterns, karmic entanglements in patterns, syndromes, and worlds which have no future. And funny, the world is ruled by Saturn as well, so it's an Aquarius Capricorn card too. So all of I love this man. Okay, haunted, intrigued, bound up within what would seem to be no longer happening, yet inwardly brooding all pervasively upon the reverberations and echoes of what went wrong, of what was lost, of the severances and tragedies, doomed to stay in the lost places until divine spirit intervenes, self-sentenced to limbo, half glad of it, and half miserable and full of longings. Longing for shit that ain't happening no more, worlds that have no future, haunted, bound up. It's all coming up. It's all coming to light. And I honestly feel like a lot of it is, this shit is like not as it seems. Like you think that you know what it is, but it's so much deeper. You think you think you know, but you have no idea. That was my senior quote. You think you know, but you have no idea. And boy, did I prove that to be true to myself. So let's go on ahead and let's get ready to clear out this like stagnant, bound up energy, like releasing that shit. Let's even like breathe it out for a little bit. Okay. Deep inhale and exhale forcefully out of your mouth. And then inhale whenever you're ready. Please empty your lungs. I'm even getting bossy like a Capricorn. And forcefully exhale. Empty your lungs. And inhale when you're ready. Shake it off. Shake it off. And so, the questions that I have. What and who are keeping us, because we're all in this together. If it's me, then it's you. If it's you, then it's me. What and who are keeping us from our peak? Thanking for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages from our benevolent ancestors, Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth. And this Capricorn energy, so it's going to take its sweet-ass time. And Saturn suggests you do as well. Take your time. So that you can like actively know what you're stepping into, so that you can no longer, so that you don't just like, oh, how did this happen? It's like, if you took your time, slow down, make intentional choices, say intentional statements, slow down. Because while Saturn is retrograde, I'm telling you, the punishment will exceed the crime. There is something about, it's like, I've been giving this to clients too, that it's coming through that like, if you steal a pack of gum, you go into jail for a year. It's like, and it's like a stick of gum. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like, stuff is exacerbated. There is this big thing about like doing the right thing. Honoring yourself. And what's right for the right thing is relative. What's right for me ain't right for you. What's right for you isn't right for your best friend. What's right for your best friend isn't right for your mom. Is right, you know what I mean? And so it's just like, you've got to do the adult Capricorn thing, which is like, hey, and Capricorns can do this because they've got Sagittarius in their subconscious. It's like right behind them. They've already their souls have already experienced that philosophy. What's right and wrong, courts, values. Your, the religion versus spirituality, higher education, like things that have been learned through long distance travel. There's, I say it all the time, Capricorns are the most slept on intuitives of the deck. It's only, of the zodiac. It's just getting y'all to fucking listen to your damn selves. Once you've kicked your own ass for not listening to yourself enough, like hopefully the light bulb kicks in, and you finally start like trusting that. And I think it takes a while for you guys because you age backwards. And so there could be some like, and that's happening, what's collectively happening now. And when I say you age backwards, Capricorns, I mean like the older that you get, the younger you look, the younger that you feel, the younger that you'll behave. It's like Benjamin Button syndrome. And for all of us collectively who aren't Capricorn suns, there is this access that we have to that Capricorn energy where it's like, know what you know, feel it, like, and do something about it. Use the experience. I just saw 11:11. Like, allow the reset. If there is some sort of reset or cleansing or like release that is going to be initiated. So let's ask. For our greatest and highest good, please share with us. Thank you. What is keeping us from our peak? Seven of Swords, and then the Nine of Pentacles reversed. Some of you, it's like all you want is money, or all you want is money, and you're going to end up being poor if all you seek out is financial abundance. It's like all you're doing is perpetuating a lack by like consistently like chasing that. Some of you, it's like you're so rich you're poor. Like it's like you've got so much money, and like and some people, or you may know people like this who is just like they've got so much that it's like that's all you have. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, all you've got is money, like, but you're like so like poor in spirit, poor in generosity, poor in your ability to connect with people, or to if all you have is money, you're poor. And everybody, it's like so common. The people with money are just like, more money, more problems. And it's fucking lonely up there and at the top. And some people are built to withstand that loneliness, but some aren't. For some of you, it's like what's keeping you from reaching your peak is your connection to your willpower, which is going to switch up in Leo season. There's going to be new connections to your willpower because Leo is the season of, or the sign of I will. And so your connection to your solar plexus chakra, I feel like, is also shifting in some sort of way. I wish there was a way for me to mirror this, because it's like the Seven of Swords first and then the Nine of Pentacles reversed. So I do feel like some of you are like breaking away from superficiality, breaking away from someone with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn placements. Some of you, what's keeping you from your peak is you understanding your worth, or going way too slow and raising your rates or raising your standards. Some of you, it's just like it's time to start valuing yourself. It's time to start putting in work and being diligent and consistent. I feel like there is like breaking away from old mindsets about like old mindsets just in general. Like breaking away from lack mentality, breaking away from superficiality. Faith without works is dead. Please clarify the Seven of Swords. Also, what's keeping you from your peak is some of you are like, you got wounded or you got hurt, and you're choosing to stay down. It's time to get back up. It's time to like love again, trust again, open yourself up, reconnect with yourself. You won't, because of what you went through, you won't make the same mistakes. You won't choose the same caliber of person, because there's data that comes to you, information that comes to you when you get stolen from, taken advantage of, gotten your heart broken, someone treating you like an option, or someone betrayed you or being shady with you. You learn lessons. There's information that comes to you. And so you won't make those same mistakes. You won't ignore the red flags, because how could you have known it was a red flag if you didn't go through it before, babe? You know? And so some of you, it's like what's keeping you from your peak is this like, it's like, yeah, you want the money. What are you going to do with it? What are you going to create? How are you going to give back? How are you going to leave the campsite better than it was when it arrived? Like some of you, it's just like or you know people, or there are people around you who are just like way too caught up in like shit that you don't care about anymore. Superficial shit. And it's time to break away in the realm of your mind. It's time to have different conversations. It's time to, it's like, I'm ready to enter a new camp. I'm ready to like get away from this camp of people. Or some of you, what's keeping you from your peak is you're being very stubborn, or you're being way too superficial, or way too hard-headed, way too, some of you maybe are giving away, like you're not energetically not budgeting your time or money or energy, physical energy effectively. Some of you are, it's like overeating, undereating. There could be stuff with like eating disorders, or how you're nurturing yourself, how you're taking care of yourself. Some of you, there's like untended to depression, untended to grief. Like there's still like loss maybe locked up in your heart in some sort of way. And I feels like these betrayals are now about to really become breakthroughs in your mind, where it's just like, oh, you know what? Matter of fact, like that's how it feels, where it's just like, actually, so some sort of like aha moment possibly coming through. Please clarify the Seven of Swords. And I honestly want this to be like chop chop. We're only 17 minutes in basically, but I do want this to be concise. And that may be just the energy or the vibe. Page of Pentacles on its side, so not quite reversed. Some of you are breaking away from jobs. Then the Eight of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, which is the Nine of Pentacles again. So it's like some of you are breaking away from old rules, old goals, old aspirations. I feel like new accomplishments, new ideas, new career patterns, new information, good news coming in, or you're waiting on some sort of good news, or maybe there was drama or something went wrong in a previous job or a previous in a relationship or a connection, or something you were trying to start hasn't quite gotten off the ground, and it's happening for you, not to you. Please clarify the Nine of Pentacles reversed. It's just like the divine's not going to fuck you and give you everything that you want and before you even know what to do with it. So you end up getting all this stuff and you squander it. You know what I mean? But some people's lesson is being blessed with abundance, having to squander it, and then having to learn how to figure out how to, like rise back up again. And so don't compare. Don't compare yourself, especially when it comes to social media. That could be something that's coming through. Changing your relationship to social media, or the purpose of why you interact with social media this way, or the way that you do. It's just like there's some shift that's coming through. It's like also some of you, what's keeping you from your peak is your hyper independence. It's like you don't want to let anybody in. You don't want nobody to help you. You want to do it all on your own. And it's just like we are social creatures, and if you don't understand that, you don't understand like human biology. Like we are a social species, and we need people. We need each other. Please clarify the Nine of Pentacles reversed. Four of Swords reversed, with the Seven of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. Some of you have been like you've been moving around, operating off pain. Heartbreak has been motivating you. Disappointment has been motivating you. And it's worked. It's worked for you. But I feel like now that survivor version is tired. You should really let yourself rest. You should let yourself, it's time to invest in rest. It's time to really there is patience, there's information coming, awareness coming in sleep, in rest. There is something about breaking away from this old, maybe even victim mentality, leave before left kind of mentality. Breaking away from that so you can establish a new firm mental foundation. Start thinking more thinking healthier thoughts. A renewal in the mind wants to come through. And all you can do is your part. Plant the seeds, let the divine do the rest. But there's information that wants to come in. Healing that wants to come in. Let yourself rest, let yourself sleep. Some of you, you've been like going back and forth over this Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius for too long. It's just like these wounds are need to be done living rent-free in your head. And I know it's easier said than done, but it's just like you can't heal anything that you're not letting yourself feel. So really feel everything, think your thoughts, unpack this shit. However that, whatever that looks like for you, unpack it, because there's too much weight that's like clogging up the solar plexus and is keeping you from really going like full force the way that you want to, whatever that means for you. And so what are the new peaks that are to be reached? What are new things to strive for? New things to strive for. What should we as a collective, what do we need to be striving for? Forward. What do we need to be striving for? Knight of Cups reverse came out again. This came Interesting. Knight of Cups reversed. What do we need to be striving for? I feel like a higher, sorry, this is gonna hurt some people, but a higher like quality of like partner or connection. Some of you are just like used to. I also feel like allow yourself to. If you're single, you know what I mean. Like allow yourself. If you want your soulmate, wait for that. If you want that kind of connection, wait for that. Definitely someone with Cancer, Pisces, and definitely Scorpio placements coming in. The new peaks to reach are on the other side of a very profound ending that you've been kind of keeping yourself blind to. Some of you, it's like you do want something more traditional, or you want marriage, or you want fun, or you want like polyamory, or you want like an open relationship, or you want to be a swinger, whatever it is. It's just like let your fucking freak flag fly, baby. End whatever is keeping you from being this level of authentic, which is very unapologetically me, and not in a rude, pushy, or like trying to like convert you kind of way. It's just like, this is me. You don't have to, this is how I do things, but that's you. Like there is something about who do you want to become and be that, so that you can get, and I'm telling you, that's something that came through with the mid-Cancer season reading. The big message, the overall message was get it out now. Whatever the fuck is inside of you, or whatever issues going on, whatever secrets you have, or whatever like secret desires, or whatever conversations you're afraid to have, get it out now, especially while Mercury is in Cancer. Mercury goes into Leo on July 19th. So you have the access, the astrological and like cosmic support to have really healthy, healing, nurturing conversations right now until the 19th. So I would suggest like doing that. That feels, yeah, because some emotional maturity is gonna pay off and bring in new luck. You will be rewarded for your emotional maturity, for your spiritual, creative maturity. And if some of you are afraid because what needs to end are some of these relationships or some of these friendships, boo, all you did is made room. Turn your back on the old toxic, and new comes in. New and improved, better comes in. Because you are better, you will attract better. But Saturn and Capricorn will require you to put the work in first. Everybody wants to be famous, but nobody wants to put the work in. Kevin Hart said it. I love you. You got this.